What kind of stuff are they giving you the most trouble about in terms of censorship? Nudity or
like
language?
waking up.
Just getting out of bed in the morning?
They just have it in their minds that they want to hire somebody, but they don't want any communication made. You know, they want to like make you into something. I don't know. It's like, I guess it goes into white homes. They're worried about that a lot.
What are they? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Gwen Barrett, our associate producer, or sometime producer, is black. You know, and Carmen Matias is Hispanic.
You have to be colored to be on television.
Yeah, colored.
Yes, you can't be black. You have to have a little colored in there, just a taste.
Tad.
Yeah, just to keep it interesting for America.
Yeah. Well, she said, and we were talking about your humor, that your humor offends white people, and I'm not that easily offended. Like, I'm not coming from a spot where Richard Pryor is going to offend me. I think you have humor that makes us see a lot of the truth and laugh at things we wouldn't normally laugh at. I think that's part of what you're doing. I think so. What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
What's up, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? How is everybody fucking doing? It is Monday, not January. Don't need to go back in time. Monday, March the fucking 1st. And yeah. Oh shit. How's everybody doing? What's up, Gainer, Armzong? Please forgive me if I mess up your name. How are you doing today? Oh man, today is it has been a day. I actually I requested off today. It was some personal business that I had to actually take care of, and yeah. I actually finished a piece of art today. If you haven't seen it, okay, good. If you haven't seen it, I have a fucking I'm an artist. Yeah, that's the best way I'm gonna say it. I'm an artist, and so I actually do art. Some of my art that I do is not safe for work, and in the sense where it's not like two Sonic furries like ramming each other up the ass with like 6 feet long dildos. Even though I don't know how I can draw that shit, and if you like that shit, then that's cool. But like, I don't have that like imagination for that. Because we don't kink shame here, but just not part of my imagination. Um, but, yeah, like I just do tasteful nudity. Like I can't even draw like tame shit where it's just like I don't know. It's just me. It's like I like tasteful nudity, and I actually did and I know tasteful is a subjective term, but I actually just did a piece of art um, that I find that I actually turned out really well. Of course, when I originally scanned it, I looked at it. It was some imperfections that I actually didn't like, but I actually fixed those imperfections, and it's out there. If you can check out my Twitter account at Crimson60620, you can actually see it. I just released it. It is called Invitation, and the piece of art is for sale. Um, shit, man. I just woke up like probably about less than an hour ago from my nap because I am being 39 years old. I just found the benefits of a fucking nap. Oh shit. If I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for motherfucking winter to be over. I am ready for motherfucking winter to be over because this whole like furnace heat and shit like that, it really fucks with my allergies and shit. anyway, anyway. Yeah, yeah. So let's get this shit on a motherfucking road, man. Like I am, yeah, um, yeah. Let's get this shit on the road. So speaking of me doing doing and we can talk about this later. Speaking of me actually doing more creative shit, I actually have a series coming out with my neighbor where we watch anime, and I'm gonna actually put like a primer video that we did out. The video itself was recorded like afterwards, but it's just like we're gonna do. I did reaction videos, and let me actually see if I can actually put this out right now. Turn it like that because I'm trying to look at it. Let me see if I can actually put this out right now. Yeah, actually, let's share this shit. So if you haven't, please like and subscribe. The like the stream. And I am putting this out right now. It should be out. And you'll be able to see it. And I release it. I release it after the stream goes out, but you guys can actually see it. Just me talking with my neighbor about shit and anime, different. It started as a conversation about us talking about anime, but I'm gonna actually release here introducing people to different anime shit may actually be cool. But let's have that conversation. Let's have a conversation about different things when it comes to art and anime and shit like that. Because I actually go to anime conventions when I can, mostly as an artist. So the few times that I've been to anime conventions, I went as an artist. No, like let me take that back. Because the first time I went to Anime Midwest, and actually that video is on my channel, Anime Midwest 2018. I was I was on there and I actually created the video. It was like my first anime convention video. I did a little walkthrough. Then I actually had 2019 where I put together a video. Yeah, I actually have done a panel at Anime Midwest. And of course, at that year I was a vendor. So when I saw Clownfish TV do this, now I haven't watched it. I want to go through and watch and mention some of the shit that, like, I know they've had bad takes before, and I'm actually when I saw Anime Cons could never return, I want to actually watch it. So let's actually get into it, okay? Oh, let's do this. Here we go.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And-
Sorry, I was a little delayed. I was looking at the thing in the corner. Go ahead.
The thing in the corner?
What's the worst activity you tolerate if you could do it without a mask? I mean, like real life before this time last year?
I don't know. Anime cons. Anime cons are the worst activity you'd tolerate. No. Actually, anime cons are a lot of fun. Anime cons got canceled this year. It's not just anime cons, but also comic conventions. Any social gathering. Basically, everything ground to a halt. And there was this interesting article out on Vice today talking about anime cons changing culture, but COVID could end them, or at least end a lot of them.
Well, I'm not surprised by this because there was frankly too many.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What do you mean that there are too many? Wait, what? Okay. Now this isn't exactly a bad take, okay? It's a lot of anime cons, but a lot of them are area specific. I know in the Chicagoland area there is about 7 or 8, but when you're a fucking artist that's actually trying to make a living off this shit, 7 or 8, or even the high number 12 or 14, because I'm in the Chicagoland area, that's not a lot because, you know, people are making their fucking money off of it. But, like, this is not really a bad take, but that's just I don't know. Let's see if she gives an explanation of why that's a lot.
Yeah, there were. I mean, we used to do the con scene. I think we've talked about it before. For years, we did webcomics, did Disney comics, did some other stuff, and we did anime cons, we did comic book conventions.
Back before they hated us.
Back before
everybody hated us. We used to be guests to these things all the time.
Yeah, we did.
And we used to speak about how to do comics and all this other thing, all this other stuff.
Podcasting and
yes,
all that. Yeah,
but now I don't think we're going to be invited anytime soon to any because we're...
Wait, is she really talking about how she's hated? Like, wait, what? Like, you got bad takes. And is that a reason why that she said that, like, it's too many because, well, we don't get invited to any? Okay, maybe I'm looking too much into it. Let's go.
We're supposedly we're horrible people.
We're awful people.
They keep labeling us all wrong, but whatever. It's okay. It's okay when they label.
They keep labeling us alt right. Am I right?
Oh, is it cancel culture? Oh, you're complaining about cancel culture. Oh. Like, yeah, I really think that they say that there's too many cons because they don't get invited to many. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so, this was interesting. Though. This is talking about Otakon. Otakon, which started in Pennsylvania, and Otakon saying, hey, this is the first time we've ever had to cancel, and now news outlets are wondering whether or not these cons, or some of them, are going to even come back.
Well, a lot of them was the first time they ever had to cancel.
Yeah.
And we saw, and I keep getting pushed back. Like, I know they pushed back MegaCon in Orlando again.
Yeah.
Or they keep canceling or pushing things back, and that's what I think they canceled it, or I don't remember, they canceled, pushed it back, but they did something with MegaCon. I just thought the other day, so they just keep changing stuff. I know ones we were supposed to be doing last year got canceled. They're moving it to this year, but I'm waiting for them to get shuffled around again.
Okay, so fuck. Why? Like, it's a fucking pandemic. Like, it's okay that the shit gets canceled. I mean, like, granted. I know that, like, and I don't know how to put this delicately, because us weeaboos, because we go to fucking conventions and we already imitate cultures from, like, the East. Motherfuckers actually it was actually fucking social norms for motherfuckers to wear masks when they were feeling a little bit sick. In some sort of the conventions, at least in the ones that I've been to, because it was just like they were imitating the culture. But yeah, like, dude, like, still wear a fucking mask. Like, but people didn't. And if you've been to any anime cons or any comic cons, you will know that some people didn't necessarily follow the rules. That's why you had a lot of fucking harassment. Not wild, like, but you did have some harassment where they had to say, this is a safe space, don't do this. And Lord, let's not speak about fucking voice talents at these conventions. So yeah, they're cautious about like having a fucking convention, but okay, fuck these guys. Fuck the. Let's go.
I think they're going to get canceled again. This kind of changes the whole dynamic of I guess making a living in that scene, because a lot of people, they make most of their money during the summer doing all the cons.
Right. I mean, I'm not talking just like voice actors and celebrities that go around doing the autographs. We're talking about a lot of people that are on Artist Alley or, creators, artists, people make they make their money doing the conventions. And, you can sell stuff online, Etsy and stuff like that. But most of it's going to come from these events. And then they couldn't go to the events, so that they were like really hurting.
Yeah. And some of them, they go year to year, so they don't have the money to come back. So we're going to talk about this article a little bit and maybe muse about conventions. I also want to pull this up. I thought it was pretty interesting. Taiwan CDC turns diseases into anime characters, including COVID-19. So COVID-19 has its own avatar.
Well, at least they're cute.
We'll pull these up. Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and...
Okay, wait. What was the point of doing that? Like, that's like me in the middle of a fucking video where I'm talking about commentary. I just pull up Reddit. It's like, hey, look at this BBW post on Reddit. Like, the fuck? I don't know why I got that specific with it, but sure, like, okay, let's go.
Rants, guys, we're over 174,000 subs.
Woo!
Thank you for the support. We do talk about anime. We talk about animation, comic books, whatever interests us. We did work in and around the comic book industry, the animation industries for years. We did a lot of conventions. It was, for a while, one of the biggest parts of our income. Mm-hmm. And it's gone. It's been snapped away.
That's why I said I understand, because we've been there. And here's the...
More right-wingers complaining about the money that they've lost. Oh, pretty soon they're going to be like JP. But let's go.
Thing too, these anime conventions, not just anime conventions, pop culture conventions, Comic Cons, whatever. Sometimes they charge ridiculous prices for these tables too. And then they were canceling, and a lot of them weren't giving your money back. Some might have, but a lot of them weren't. But they were already charging ridiculous amounts of money, and when it was oversaturated anyway. Yeah. And now I'm like, since they had to cancel, if they survive, are they going to charge more money? Are they going to charge less money? I wonder how that's going to work, because now there's less competition, so maybe they can charge more money, but people aren't going to have the money. So I wonder how that's going to play into it, or ticket prices or whatever. I wonder how that's going to go.
Yeah, what's interesting is they talk about the history of Otakon, how it started in the 90s in Pennsylvania, and how back in the day, and this is true, you go to anime conventions a lot of times, if you wanted to watch certain anime, you had to go to a con, you had to find somebody with bootleg tape, you trade, you go to viewings. I picked up, I'm ashamed to admit, but I picked up a ton of bootleg anime on VHS at conventions back in the 90s, because a lot of that stuff you couldn't get in the US. Yeah. But they're talking about, it's kind of a 1-2 punch, because the first punch against the con scene is the fact that COVID shut them down.
Right, because it's a very social event. You're like right on top of each other, especially when you're an Artist Alley and all the cosplayers want to take pictures in front of your table.
Sometimes literally right on top of each other.
Yeah, we've been there and seen that too.
Take place in a hotel.
Yeah, dark corners, or where you see people. But yeah, like...
Oh, God. Did they just... Oh, God. Okay. I thought this was going to be them bitching about, like... Oh, God. Why did I choose this video? Fuck. Oh, is it too late to stop? Is it too late to stop? Okay, let's go.
You're it's not just the butts. You're like right up against everybody. If you're interacting with customers, you're right in each other's faces. Mm-hmm. It's a very... personal type,
close-knit event.
Yeah.
The other punch is the fact that the purpose of cons, at first, at least anime cons at first, was to get anime that you couldn't get anywhere else, and to get merchandise that you couldn't get anywhere else. And they talk about how, with Crunchyroll, selling for, a little over $1 billion to Sony, right now, like, everything that you could buy at an anime convention is a click away. You can just watch streaming anime. You can buy the clothing.
Oh yeah, you can go to Hot Topic, you can go to Box Lunch, you can go to these places and get the same stuff. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like it was special. It's not so special anymore. You can just get it wherever.
And we talked about this with comic book conventions. We've been talking about, as Geeky points out, her Sailor Moon.
I'm wearing a Sailor Moon Spirit jersey.
I got you that.
You did. I love it. I wear it all the time.
But we talked about this with other cons. They tried to transition into digital events, and they did not do well. New York Comic Con did not do well.
Terrible.
San Diego did not do well. Meanwhile, there are pop culture.
Yes, actually, I will say that a lot of the cons try to transfer to digital shit, and wow. As somebody who, my first con, I actually did it as an artist. This shit did not go well when it went to digital. Like, yeah, oh God, fuck. And I've been to some shitty cons, but like, yeah, no, let's go.
Channels like ours that are actually getting more hits than a lot of these official YouTube channels.
Like you said, I think the part of the problem is when you have a convention, it is an experience. It's an event, but it's an experience, and it's not one that it's definitely not the same if you're just if you're not actually physically there, because you're not seeing all the costumes and you're not getting all the interaction, you're not talking to other fans. It's not like it is when you can physically be there. So of course they're going to take a hit if they do them virtually. I don't think that's going to be an ongoing thing.
Yeah,
it's just not going to work.
No. Well, here's what prompted this this article. Otakon, which again, Otakon is a very well known convention. They actually talked about Otakon being mentioned in Metal Gear Solid, which is true. They named the character Otakon. But it said that the future of the convention is in danger. Put simply, this is coming from Brooke Zerlout, the president of Otacorp. Put simply, in the next few months, we will have to make a decision to continue planning for Otakon 2021 or potentially close our doors
and I'm
forever.
Sure they're not the only ones. 100%.
They're not. Yeah, I think a lot of these cons aren't going to come back, and same with comic book conventions.
Okay, so if you, oh my God, okay, maybe I expected them to read the fucking article, but all right, yeah, no. Have much.
They were very much year to year. There were way too many of them.
Yeah, that's just it. There was already way too many of them. Yeah. I don't think they were all. I mean, some of them were really busy because they were more famous, like Otakon or whatever. But there were so many on top of each other. Like I know just where we're at in PA, I can name a whole bunch off the top of my head that are like within this area or within like a few hours of this area. And there's just
so it is about them. That's what it's about. It's about them and how. Okay. Let's see if they're angry about the shit. Let's go.
Too many. I personally like smaller ones better because then you actually sold more if you were selling stuff because there was less competition. But the cost to go and set up or the cost to get into these things keep going through the roof, and it just that some were surviving, others weren't because they were just tramping all over each other.
Yeah, they were. They're talking about comic conventions canceling too, and with anime cons, they said in general anime cons are struggling to schedule for 2021. Nobody knows what's going to happen.
That's true. Well, not just that, they're going to run into problems with other people trying to schedule at the same time, the same places.
According to convention news website Anime Cons, of the 63 conventions scheduled between now and the end of April, over 20 have either been postponed or outright canceled.
I expect more.
A few have pivoted to an online-only model. This is kind of what the future is going to be.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Not for cons, but I think for people who want to sell their stuff. It's basically you're going to have some kind of online presence.
I don't think, you do, but I don't think it's going to work as well. 'Cause I'll tell you what, how many times, and you guys listening, do you go to a convention and you see something, and because it's in your face and you're excited to be there and you're touching it, you want to buy it? Because if people touch things, they're more likely to buy things. Well, you can't.
Well, that is true. When I touch this, oh shit, we're not talking about people. Anyway, like, okay, fuck. Like, okay. Maybe I'm missing something. Like, this isn't hitting with some of the hard same punches that they've actually hit before. It's just them mostly bitching about, like, I don't even know if I want to make this a segment because this is them mostly bitching about, oh, but my anime convention and it's too many. Like, all right, let's let it go just for a little bit more. Let's see.
Can't touch things right now, obviously. I just think that people are going to be more likely to buy something they can see it in front of them, see the size, see how it's made, see the quality. Then they're going to be wanting to spend the same amount of money plus shipping.
Yeah, that's true.
On the internet. Because we used to go to cons anyway. So the prices you see for this stuff, it was like, damn, but people pay it because they're right there. They'd waited, they got home, they could have got it cheaper someplace else. But it's in front of them, they're excited, they get caught up in it, and they just want to buy stuff. That's why they save their money to go to these things. So I think that's not gonna translate as well, I don't think.
No, I think you're right. I think a lot of it's impulse buy. I mean, I've literally seen people at cons walk around with fistfuls of money. They're like, I have to buy something before I leave. So it's kind of like a souvenir. But they're not like actively going to a con a lot of times to buy anything specific, because even in recent years, a lot of stuff you can buy it online, buy it cheaper online. So everything is going to change. And as people who used to make a living, or a good portion of our living from conventions, because let's be honest, working in comics, very few people can only work in comics getting paid a page rate. You have to do cons, you have to sell prints, you have to do all this other stuff, commissions and all that. I don't know what the long-term impact is going to be, because, we already saw that people were freaking out on Twitter about, the comic books getting canceled, a lot of comics getting canceled, workloads being cut back, and now they're losing convention season too.
Yeah. It's just not good. I mean, it's going to thin out the herd for sure.
Yeah.
But, the ones that can't survive are going to survive. But even big ones like Otakon might not survive. So it's going to be interesting how it's done. I was just thinking to myself, the only one we had scheduled for last year, we had one convention scheduled for last year, and we are still scheduled for it this year. Now, you weren't guests. We were just going to go to set up. And that's in June, so I don't know how that's going to go. That might get shifted or canceled or whatever. Yeah. I'm still debating if we have time to go. I'm kind of almost afraid to go. So,
yeah.
We'll see. Not about COVID.
We haven't been to, I'll be honest, we haven't done a convention since the channel.
All right. I just can't. Like, this is mostly them bitching about it. Like, I just can't. Like, this is, oh my God. Like, instead of actually talking about the fact that, you know, like, yes, fuck, they did mention a little bit that artists are affected by this, but like, dude, like, I don't know what these people, man. It's just like, when it comes to like a lot of conservatives, a lot of it's just like, well, but but my but my freedoms, like, and this is just really about them bitching that conventions are not going, and how, like, oh God, oh fuck, yeah, no, this is boring. I'm done with them. God, here I am expecting some like fucking right wing cringe, and it's mostly just. But I don't get to go to conventions, so fuck it, let's cancel some more of them. Anyway, guys. Anyway, guys. Oh shit. Oh, oh God. Mm. Now I know how people feel when they said that they miss having Trump in their life because like certain shit is just like boring. Wow. Anyway, how's everybody doing so far tonight? So yeah. Uh, I don't know, that shit just did not interest me at all. But I have a solution. Another video that I actually had queued up. So. You ever have a hard time being motivated as someone who is somewhat intelligent? Because I'm going to tell you guys now. I have an issue with motivation sometimes. Not just because I'm super intelligent. No. Because I'm a procrastinator. And I figured, hey, sometimes, I'm smart enough to figure out a way of doing the shit a little bit quicker later. But, that's just me. Procrastinator. I've had to do a lot of shit a lot of shit is on easy mode for me. And so sometimes I just fucking get lazy and try to like push it off. It's a little bit better now that I'm older, but it's more of like I can think my way out of a problem. And so, yeah, let's actually be a little bit weak on that. But I suspect that this is not what we're gonna hear from our great friend Gonzalo Laura. And now this is a little bit of an old video, and I covered a little bit of other parts in this video in this series before. And yeah, this is his trouble with smart guys. So let's go.
Series, The Trouble with Being Smart. And this is about motivation, because motivation is a lot harder for smart guys.
So I guess he isn't motivated at all. I'm just saying, but let's go.
Motivation, that is the drive to do something, to accomplish something, whatsoever it may be, the sublime or the trivial. Yeah. Well, what happens with motivation is that, see, dumb guys have it in spades. It's easy to motivate if you're a dumb guy, but if
oh yeah, this is a better thing for me to respond to. So he just said that dumb guys have motivation in spades. Oh, the self-awareness is not here. Let's go.
you're a smart guy, it's incredibly difficult. Let me explain why. On the one hand, what's going on is that, see, you realize that in any endeavor that you might have, especially a big endeavor, something really complicated, you're going to realize the pitfalls of it. You're going to realize that, there are X, Y, and Z reasons that you will fail in that big task. And because of it, you are going to think to yourself, well, maybe I shouldn't even try because it has all these difficulties. See, a guy who's not that smart, not as smart as you, he's...
Wait, fuck, wait, what? Okay, no, I'm sorry. Did this man just say, did he really just say that if you're smart, you're going to figure out the ways of shit failing and you're not going to do it? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Like, the fuck? Okay, so, no. Yeah, he must be the most motivated motherfucker on the planet. Okay, but he says, and consequently, he says, if you're dumb, you're just not gonna think about it. You're just gonna do it. Fuck, I must be dumb then. Fuck, let's go.
He's not going to see, problems X, Y, and Z on the road to his Everest. He's not going to see it because he's not smart enough to anticipate them. Yeah, and so he'll be on his road. He'll be thinking, oh yeah, that Everest, I want to reach that Everest, and then he'll hit X, which will be a big problem, but he will have fallen for the sunk cost fallacy. He will have put so much of his effort to reaching that Everest that when he hits X, he'll just try to muddle through and get through it, right? And then he'll trundle along some more, very happy for having overcome X difficulty, X obstacle.
Wait, fuck! Oh my god! Okay. So, did you just hear what he says? He's like, the dumb guy's gonna reach X and then overcome X, and then he was like, oh, then we keep going. Like, that's just called dedication, dog. That's just wait, what? Oh my god! Like, wait, what? It's like we're living in Bizarro world. Like we're okay. Oh. Okay. Let's go.
And then he'll hit Y. And again, the sunk cost fallacy. He will have put so much effort into it that he can't turn back when he hits Y. And so he'll try to get over Y, and then he'll try to get over Z. And eventually he'll reach his Everest, you see? Because he wasn't smart enough to anticipate the problems.
So, no wonder why... Okay, this is on Twitch, so I can't say the I word that rhymes with sale. He is literally saying that his audience, like, keep in mind, he's saying, you as an audience, the reason why you're smart and the reason why motivation is hard for you is because when you look at something and you see the pitfalls and you stop and not do shit. Like, wait, what? But dumb people, when they see an option, when they say, I'm going to get to a goal, they hit goal and they hit roadblock after roadblock, but they keep going. And because they're stupid enough to like say, yeah, sunk cost fallacy, they keep going and they persist. Like, that is the opposite. Now, I get it. It feeds into his audience. It feeds into the audience of, well, I'm not going to try to socialize with people because I'm just going to find a problem. They're just going to find a problem because I don't brush my teeth or I don't go in the shower or, I just say shit to offend people. And so I'm not even going to try. Like, it literally feeds into this mentality of his fucking audience. And this is like, what the fuck? Okay. Breathe. Let's go.
But a smart guy can and will and does. And so the guy decides not to try for Everest because, there are so many problems and, so many difficulties and, no, it's too hard. It's not going to happen. X, Y, and Z are obstacles that, nobody sane would try to go up against and, and he'll explain it away. And because of that objective, whether it's reachable or not is immaterial. The point is that objective, he will have no motivation to achieve it because of all the problems that he foresees, that he accurately foresees. And that's the problem. It's like a Cassandra problem. The accuracy of seeing those obstacles is what robs him of motivation.
Wait, how the fuck did he say Cassandra? Oh my god. Okay, listen. If you don't know about the Greek myth, Cassandra is that she was accurately able to see future things that happened when nobody believed her. The fact is, this does not apply because literally the shit still came to be. Fuck. Like, he's actually demotivating his audience to say, like, oh, well, you're smart enough to see it, and the dumb people don't even see what's wrong. And it's okay because you're smart. Like, fuck. Okay, let's go.
That's on the one hand. On the other hand, you have the reverse problem, which is, you want to achieve something and you see it and you're like, oh, it's no big deal. So you put it off. You put it off thinking to yourself, oh yeah, I can achieve that any day I want to. It's no problem, And you put it off and you put it off and you put it off. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, I have to do it now or else I'm not going to make it. And of course, all of a sudden you realize the difficulties of what was going on, of that objective, and you demotivate. You just like, oh God, I can't do it. It's just too much. I don't have enough time. I can't make it. And you don't even try. Yeah, that happens all the time. I mean, come on, tell me, huh? It's just you and me, huh?
Oh God, move away from the motherfucking camera. Move away from the camera. Move away from the camera. Oh God. Yeah, you're right, Kat. Wow. Notice because the actual person was named Cassandra. Anyway, So, I want to make certain that I actually talk about this characterization, because this characterization that he's actually talking about, oh, I want to do this, I have this goal, but I'm going to wait and I wait. Like, this is the same shit he talks about is bad for women and shit like that. And he says, because they wait and push off being the most important thing that you can actually be as a mother.
Yeah, we know.
But like, he's not going to give the same credence to that. Like, he's not going to give the same dour kind of like bad things of a woman pushing off raising a family, which doesn't put any more validity to somebody's life than anything else. But he's going to actually be playful about his audience's like whole idea about the shit. But let's go.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, that's on the second hand. And on the third hand, to violate the metaphor, the issue becomes a weird kind of nihilism. Nihilism is a big problem with smart guys, because smart guys are smart enough to realize that life is, in a very real sense, kind of pointless. And I'm going to be doing a full video on the problem of nihilism in smart guys, but that's not for this video. This video is about motivation.
What? Whoa! He is ringing those. Fuck! He's ringing those MGTOW bells, isn't he? Yes, he's been ringing those MGTOW bells, where it's just like, oh, well, first, the stupid people, they're gonna just set a goal and go for it. But you're smart enough to like know when you're gonna have that problem, and you know that you're gonna fail. And then secondly, like you're smart enough to put shit off, so you wait and you wait and you wait, like. And then you realize that you need to get it out. You need to get it out. The problem is with that metaphor, most of his quote unquote audience are like under 25 red pillers who fucking think that life is over because they didn't lose their virginity at age fucking 2. And then now he throws into like, wow, oh wow, fuck, like how do people watch him and believe he's some fucking guru? Let's continue.
So what happens a lot of times is that, see, something is on your horizon. You want to achieve something, whatsoever it may be. And you start thinking to yourself, oh, well, how will I achieve it? And then this voice of nihilism, of, the pointlessness.
Oh, and notice he didn't give his audience shit like he give women shit. Like, I gave him an opportunity to say, before he went to this whole nihilism point, like, going from red pill to black pill, but notice he didn't give his audience shit about the same bullshit that he would give a woman for not wanting to start a family right away. But let's continue.
Of life will rise up in your head, and it will basically tell you, why bother? Why bother? Why bother doing X, Y, Z? Why going for Everest? What's the point? Our life is meaningless. We're just some random little rock floating around some random little star in the middle of nowhere in a minor galaxy. What's the point?
First of all, this is true. Life has no fucking meaning but what you give it. Fuck. Like, he's literally going down the whole blue to red to fucking black pill. Like, how do people actually do this? And you're right, Kat. It is a sign of depression. And, like, that shit is tough. And it's almost if we need to, like, have mental health support in a fucking country where we're told to work yourself silly and, well, to death, really. And the fact is that if it's anything bad, it's your fucking fault. Like, yeah. But you hear shit like this. Okay, yeah, let's go.
And you're smart enough to sort of like psych yourself out. The nihilism that often envelops and just swallows up, smart guys, swallows up your motivation too. It's like this black hole that swallows everything in your life. And you feel no motivation whatsoever to achieve anything because you tend to realize correctly that life in a very real sense is meaningless. And so why bother with Everest? I mean, what's the point? So you sit on your butt, you don't do anything, and then later you sort of like regret it, but then you sort of like slough it off with even more nihilism. You say to yourself, well, maybe I could have achieved that Everest, but you know something, life really is meaningless and pointless. And so, I'm just gonna wallow in that meaninglessness and ignore the fact that I didn't go for Everest. And that.
Okay, please tell me, we're about halfway through this video. Please tell me that he actually does something to talk about it instead of telling his audience it's okay to sit back in this object depression. Like, this whole thing of, like, please tell me he's not just selling a fucking symptom and not trying to help the cure. Please tell me that. Let's go.
That my situation could have been much better if I'd even tried. I could have had more money, more prestige, more women, more friends, more everything. But I'm just going to ignore that and just wallow in the fact that life is misery and we're all going to die. Smart guys do that all the time.
No, we fucking don't. Oh my God. We don't. You know what we fucking do? You know what we do? Here's the thing we do. Here's the fucking thing that we do. And yes, I'm being fucking prideful. I'm being full of myself. I'm a motherfucking smart guy. You know what we do? We fucking try to figure out a way of trying to fucking change it. Now, shit. I have a less than 500 people fucking YouTube channel. And you know what? I want the shit to get better. But you know what I fucking do? Instead of sitting back whining like, oh, woe is me, I still find ways to improve my content. I still find a voice, a way of actually trying to move towards a better motherfucking reality by interacting with people, by shooting down shit like this. No, smart guys don't sit back and fucking act as if shit is not going to change. We try to motherfucking make it change. And if you want to say, oh, this is sunk cost fallacy, fuck you. At least I'm trying to do something. Fuck. This feeding into this bullshit of like, oh, the world is never going to fucking change. Oh, so I might just not do shit. No, that's bullshit. But again, maybe I'm jumping the motherfucking gun. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe he's going to help motivate his fucking audience. Instead of sitting back and saying, tit, poo, it's okay that you feel that the world is worth shit and not doing anything. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. But let's continue.
Yeah, they do it all the time. I've noticed these guys smarter than me because I've met many guys who are smarter than me. And I've noticed a lot of these guys who are very, very intelligent, very, very smart, who see the world as it actually is, in the smartness that I've been defining so far, intelligence plus realism. Well, these guys, they fall prey to nihilism like you cannot believe. Because, see, they're essentially correct. And that's the thing. Our life is pointless and meaningless. I mean, if you take...
He's steady feeding this into this black pill bullshit. Like, for real. Okay. Fuck. Okay, let's go.
Comfort from some religion or some ideology to give your life meaning, that's fine by me. I'm not going to try to, dissuade you, okay? But the fact is, life is meaningless. It's pointless. It's a pointless little endeavor. We're little animals scurrying around this earth that could be annihilated instantly whenever some random rock passes by. And everything that we are, everything that we've built or felt or seen, our entire civilization, everything can be gone instantly. Yeah, that's true. And it will be gone eventually. You know, I mean, nothing that we will have done will endure. That's true. A smart guy can realize this. Dumb guys can't. Dumb guys, they're by definition, they're too dumb. Yeah, but a smart guy does see it. He does see the absurdity of life because it is absurd. It's absurd and trivial and it means nothing. And that is the worst black hole for motivation. Because at once it makes you feel really, really smart above other people. You know, that condescension and contempt and arrogance.
Okay, if you are so fucking intelligent that you have so much contempt for people that you start seeing them as like, and I know I fall prey to it too, especially when I have to deal with motherfuckers like this, where it's just like people are stupid, like people are fucking dumb. Fuck, I probably have some people out of my audience who think like fucking human beings are fucking horrible. I can almost certainly say that shit from conversations I've had. But like, and I get it. It can actually, especially when you have a heart, not for looking for your own self-improvement, but when you have a heart to actually want to improve this experience of humanity that we have. Yes, you can actually become nihilistic with the bullshit. Like, yeah, fuck, I do it too. But he's not talking about that. He's talking about, well, I better not do anything to change my life because in the end, it's going to be nothing. Fuck, let's okay. And again, I'm hoping that he tries to sell a fucking cure instead of just describing a symptom. But let's continue.
Arrogance that you feel by knowing the truth where others don't. Yeah, you get that in spades when you wallow in nihilism. But you know, you don't get anything out of it. And worst of all, from my point of view, as a fairly intelligent realist, is that by wallowing in this nihilism, by not even trying to improve your situation because you fall prey to the fallacy of belief that life is meaningless and pointless and so why bother? Well, the life that you are actually experiencing is fairly miserable. Yeah, because what happens is a lot of times smart guys who are in the grips of nihilism, they're using that nihilism in order to avoid the fact that they made a hash of their lives. I mean, you can believe that life is pointless and meaningless, which I do, by the way. Yet at the same time, you can strive to have a comfortable life. I myself have striven to have a comfortable life, and I think I've achieved that.
Fuck. Okay. Some glimmer of some sort of light. All right, let's go.
You know, I live well, nice city, nice house, all good, all copacetic, you know. My belly's full, I get laid, and I get 8 hours of sleep every night, you know.
I kind of feel bad whoever fucks this guy. Like, you know, that's like 2 minutes of their time that they could have just like had like to themselves. Like, I kind of feel bad for that. Okay, let's go.
Pretty damn good, right? But see, you, by falling prey to nihilism, you will not even try to achieve the most baseline level of happiness. On the contrary, you're going to be fairly miserable all the time because your material circumstances will be low because you didn't try. It's fine and well to say that life is meaningless. I've said so. But that doesn't excuse the fact that you're not trying to struggle even a little bit to improve your circumstances so that you yourself can have a materially at least happier existence. Smart guys don't do this, and so smart guys fall to regrets and bitterness and unhappiness. I mean, I'm a cheerful nihilist, okay? I mean, I don't think that there's any meaning to the life that we lead, right? But I'm happy about it because my material circumstances are fairly decent, yeah?
Oh, wow. He just threw the whole, I don't care about life being shit because I'm rich. I'm rich, bitch! Like, the fuck? Like, wow. Like, here's like video 1021 of where he just shits on his audience. Like, it's okay. I'm a nihilist too, but I'm not a nihilist. I'm happy because I'm rich. Okay, fuck. Let's go.
My material comfort is A-okay, you know? And so, yes, you know, life is pointless and meaningless, yes, but you know, I'm going to have my nice scotch on the rocks later on this evening. You know what I'm saying? I'll smoke my cigar in front of the fireplace and read a nice book. And
Rush Limbaugh has called from hell and basically said, "Don't smoke cigars." I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Not have any material worries. A lot of smart guys, their nihilism robs them of their motivation. And because it robs them of their motivation, they never strive to improve even their basic material circumstances. And this leads to anger and resentment of others. It leads them to spout off all kinds of theories. I mean, most communists, for instance, they're this kind of guy. Smart guys who...
Whoa, fuck! Did he just throw that shit out there? Most communists are not... Oh, wow. Wow. Fuck. Oh, wow. Fuck. Okay. Wow. 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 Most people who want to move towards communism are nihilists and they think that, wow. Fuck. Wow. Most people who want to move towards communism, because, you know, he probably just means people who want to be socialists, who wants to improve the world, and fuck. Even I can't even charge that to the motherfucking tankies who's like, yeah, we're gonna have a revolution and shit like that. They literally want to do things that change the world, but for some reason, they're the people that lack motivation because reasons. Fuck. Okay.
fell victim to nihilism and allowed their material circumstances to go down the toilet. Yeah, they're filled with regret. They're filled with anger and envy and resentment of others. Yeah, it's a story as old as time. The novel by Dostoevsky called Demons, also called The Devils or The Possessed. It has different translations in the title. Well, Demons is the most accurate. Well, it talks about that resentment. The resentment of the smart guy who falls prey to nihilism. I suggest you read it if you're interested in this particular.
Oh my God. Like, if he brings up Ayn Rand, I'm done. Like, I'm done. Like he is, like, legitimately just, wow. Fuck. He legitimately says that communists are just nihilists that fucking hate the world and they give up and then they wanna fucking mooch off of you and wow, jealousy. Wow. Okay. Shit. Let's go.
Topic. But understand what's going on. Understand how dangerous being smart is to your motivation. In a very real sense, in order to motivate yourself, what you have to do is essentially fool yourself. You're consciously fooling yourself, but you should be doing it. Huh? And of course, you're going to be saying, well, I'm a smart guy and I'm a realist.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I just had a realization. And I'm probably not smart enough to figure this shit out right now, but wow. I'm thinking like a lot of this shit comes off the cuff. But just the cuts between shit like that. Wow. Okay. Yeah. This shit is scripted. It is so fucking astroturf, the shit that he says. Wow. Wow. Imagine saying something that's fucking stupid and it being scripted. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Like Hail Satan said in the chat, improving conditions for workers equals nihilism. Fuck. Like, I get it. There's a lot of atheists and there's a lot of agnostics that say we don't believe that life has inherent meaning or truth, and so we want to make it better for everybody. Like, that's a creed that you hear from a lot of atheists and agnostics. But it's never life is shit, so fuck it. Let's not do motivation. Life has no meaning, so let's I feel like a lot of people attached onto Nietzsche, like this whole sense of like fuck the world, just like they did with Charles Darwin and social Darwinism, to like push their like fucked up ass opinions of their interpretation, which is different. Okay, let's get back to the video before I get into that shit. Let's get back to the video.
Of course, I'm not going to fool myself. You have to. Because only by fooling yourself and buying into your own illusions will you be able to strive towards the things that you want to achieve and build a happy life. Without that fooling yourself, without that overcoming of the trap of being smart insofar as motivation is concerned, you're never going to motivate to do anything. You won't. You'll just sit on your ass. Because your own capability.
Is it just me, or when he shakes his fucking face like that, those jowls shake and I just get like disoriented? Wow, okay, let's go.
Ability creates this trap. And so you have to guard against it, understand what's going on, and break out of it before it sinks you.
All right, wow, okay. Wow, okay. I don't think, like, the shit that he's saying, just, wow. First, I just I can't get over the fact that this motherfucker said that communism, like, again, because he's from that generation, that he probably doesn't understand the difference between communism and socialism. But like, are just nihilists. Wow. And then, like, the only thing he thought was, well, you gotta pretend that, you know, you don't see the shit. Like, no, like, oh my God. Like, again, I was still waiting for him to sell some sort of a cure, and I guess he did, but the whole thing of just like, instead of saying use that intelligence to actually overcome the problem, he's just saying, like, no, just be stupid and just ignore it. And like Kat says, like, with the whole equating it to fucking equating it to communism. Somebody who truly believes that life is meaningless would be extra motivated to help make sure the world is a fairer place because they understand that we are human beings are the only ones who can and will. Yeah, like, how do you throw? Oh God, like, how? Wow, shit. Maybe I'm not as smart as I think I am. Maybe, fuck. Okay. God. Okay. Yeah. Let's go on. Like, fuck. I just, okay. I've gotten my weekly dose of brain cancer from Coach Red Pill. I think, like, some of the wrinkles in my brain have actually started to, like, smooth out, but you know, yeah. Anyway, guys, in order to help, please like and subscribe, share the channel, and yeah, let's yeah. Okay. So, wow. Shit. I want to say to you guys who are out there watching at home on the live stream that fuck. Like, I think we need to recapture what nihilism is, because I think a lot of people actually are they're too limited. I would say stupid, but they're too limited with the whole thing of, if life doesn't have any meaning, why don't we try? And it's just like this is just like a fucking, it's a bad take on what Nietzsche was actually trying to say. Like, it's the whole thing with God is dead and we have killed him, and who will wash the blood of like, and I know it's kind of pop like psychiatry, but it was never that God is dead. Oh, woe is us. It was like, we killed the wonder, so we have to come up with our own wonder. But people just take the whole Nietzsche thing, and it just makes me sad that people are so limited in their understanding of just what to actually expect next. And I don't know. I don't know. God. So, yeah. I I don't know. Yeah, but okay, okay. So, oh God, hey guys, I'm gonna ask for your patience and tolerance today because I know that this is gonna be a rough stream today. So, um, especially with the fucking videos that I had lined up, this is gonna be a rough stream today. Ooh, this is gonna be a rough fucking stream today. So thank you guys who are watching because you're gonna take as much cancer as I'm taking today, and it's gonna be fucking horrible. All right, let's go to the next segment. So, um, I get a lot of hate in my comment section from so-called leftists when I bring up this next person. And well, quite frankly, I don't fucking care because you know what you do? When you hate me for speaking about this idiot motherfucker, um, you actually validate my point that his followers are fucking stupid and may not exactly be left wing. And so, I know I'm gonna trigger a lot of people by having the next person on the screen that's gonna fucking like actually hurt people. So, content warning: this motherfucker is going to trigger you. But I ask for your patience while you hear this motherfucker talk for about about 30 seconds. So I'm gonna ask content warning here. You're gonna see a dumb fuck, racist piece of shit, and then you're gonna see a dumb fuck. So let's go. This is Tucker Carlson, who is a right wing piece of shit who is dumb as fuck, a fake populist who is the heir of the Swanson family fortune, and all around vile, racist, disgusting piece of shit. We know Tucker Carlson actually is a piece of shit that lies repeatedly on behalf of the Republican Party, and he's Murdoch's bitch. Like literally, he has quotes that says, "Well, I do what Murdoch says he wants me to do." We all know this. It's in the general narrative. And and tell you what, I know it'll never fucking happen because I'm never fucking gonna be on this fucker's channel. But that's okay. If I ever was, and we actually had a video where that I did it in my back catalog where the guy who Rucker Breckman, he actually got on Tucker Carlson's show and just like shitted all over him. So much so that they had to fucking cancel the interview. But yeah, that's a good example of what you actually do when you go on pieces of shit shows like this. This is a poor example of it. So let's actually hear this shit.
You'd really need to be well, CNN would put it, a disinformation network to pull that off. And of course, the irony is, because everything is irony, is that CNN itself has become a disinformation network. More power.
Says Fox fucking News. Oh my God. This is Fox News. God, this is Fox News. Okay. Wow. Fuck. Okay. Fox News. Isn't that the motherfucking black hole calling the pot kettle and the motherfucking fucking Cleve Black? Fuck, that's like me. That's like me calling a motherfucking anorexic person like fat. Like the fuck? Okay. CNN is a disinformation network. Wow. Shit. Oh God, I don't know how much I'm gonna take this motherfucker. Okay.
powerful than QAnon and far more destructive. You got to wonder if Jeff Zucker's ever going to get hauled up to Congress to ask for that. In the meantime, Jimmy Dore joins us, a man often accused of misinformation, host of the Jimmy Dore Show. He joins us tonight. Jimmy,
Now, this is the fucking third time he's been on this show. The first time he, like, oh, fuck. Like, we literally had video of Jimmy Dore talking about how Fox News is racist, xenophobic, fucking, like, classes and shit like this. But if it comes to making his fucking brand, then hello, Fox News. Fuck. Let's go.
appreciate your coming on the show, knowing how attacked you are when you do. Why do you think we're hearing so much about misinformation? And I should say, you're on the left, I'm not. Both of us have been accused of it. What's this about?
Well, I would just want to say about I think two things can be true. I think your assessment of them not covering the real problem in America is true. I think we could also have a racist criminal justice system just because of the numbers. If you look at their so we can have two problems at once. Now that, but
we don't talk about the other, though. I mean, well, honestly.
Fuck. Okay. Why'd you get on and fucking agree with fucking Nazis? And I know that term that is losing power, but fuck. Tucker Carlson is a fake fucking populist. And he's for nationalism. And he's not exactly fucking hates the motherfucking rich. No. Oh, God. Okay. Shit. Let's go.
Sincere question. Why is it, for all the conversation we have about race, most of which you're not allowed to participate in, actually, no one wants a real conversation about it, but why don't we ever have a...
Wait, what is a real conversation about race? What the fuck is the real conversation about race? Oh, shit. Wow. At that point, the first thing that I would have asked, what is a real conversation about race? Wow. Shit. Okay.
A conversation about, like, what's happening to all this money the Federal Reserve is printing, and, like, why is it only going to a tiny percentage of the population? Why don't we... Well, seriously, why don't we have that debate?
Well, that's because, well, if you know, the Democratic Party are beholden just as much as any politician to the Wall Street, the military-industrial complex, big healthcare, pharma. I mean, liberals believe a lot of things that aren't true. They believed Russiagate, which was an evidence-free conspiracy theory that they screamed at the top of their lungs for 4 years, still doing it, by the way. And why are we talking about...
It was fucking real! People went to jail over this shit. And not only that, hey, Jimmy Dore, who was in control of the Senate and the presidency for the last 4 fucking years. You fucking asshole. Like, okay. So there's two possibilities going on. Two possibilities. And there's evidence for both of them. One, Jimmy Dore is he's not even a leftist. I'm sorry. I think somebody actually said it. He's a blue Republican. Second of all, so in that thing, he wants to shit on the Democratic Party because he just doesn't like the Democratic Party. And, like, even though he won't say he's a progressive, he's just like, no, he just fucking hates the Democratic Party because he hates the Democratic Party, and I fucking hate the Democratic Party. They're better than the fucking conservatives. But those two things can actually be fucking true at the same time, using his term. But, which I think this is more apt. You know, it's evidence for that shit. I think this is more apt. Why doesn't anybody want to measure skulls? Fuck. Okay. This is why I love my fucking chat. Okay. Oh, shit. But the second thing, which is more apt, which we have leaked documents for, he wants to be the head of his new People's Party. where he can actually say, ha ha, fuck the Democratic Party. I'm going to be my own People's Party. And it's about him gaining clout and fucking money. So he's going on Tucker Carlson's show to fucking try to leech his audience. Where it's just like the things with, like, I get it. You want to try to work across the aisle. But a lot of that shit ends up being, oh, let's shit on the Democratic Party. Oh, let's shit on this. Let's shit on this left-wing motherfucking movement. And oh yeah, the right is looking good. Like, him, the fucking heel, it's never, like, when you're fucking trying to be a leftist and you're selling out for giving opinions on both sides and working across the aisle, not saying that you can't work across the aisle, but when you come up with motherfucking problems, not solutions, when you come up just agreeing on problems, a lot of that shit tends to go to the fucking right wing. But fuck, let's continue.
Stuff like that instead of the things you want us to talk about and the things I wanted to talk about, which is the economic devastation of America and workers. While we're talking about that, that's right. They don't want to talk about that because both parties are complicit in that, right? I mean, Biden told America that if we voted for Ossoff and Warnock, we're going to get $2,000 checks the next day. That's misinformation because we didn't get it. They told.
Okay, cool. Fuck. Didn't make videos about how the fuck Biden where's our $2,000? Biden, where's our $2,000? Biden, where's our $2,000? Biden, where's our $2,000? Fuck. Like, yeah, shit. I actually made a fucking tweet fucking the day after inauguration, like, yo, get us our money. Run us our check. Run us our motherfucking check. Yeah, cool. But you never hear Jimmy Dore talking about how the Republican Party is bad as well as the Democratic Party. He barely said it right there. What he is doing the fucking Republicans' work for him. For them. And ironically, this is the first time I hear him talking about, well, I guess he would talk about Joe Biden because he fucking hates it. He fucking hates the Democratic Party, but notice most of the time he's not talking about Democratic men. He's talking about, mostly women of color, but mostly women. But let's continue.
Told us that we were going to get $2,000 checks, and now they say $1,400 is just the same as $2,000 checks. Those are not the same thing. Those are totally different thing. That's a misinformation right there. And right now, when I talk about COVID, I can only do what the Ministry of Information of Truth says is okay to report. So if I said what Andrew Cuomo said 2 weeks ago, that he does not trust the experts when it comes to COVID, I would have my YouTube channel taken down. But the government.
Wait. Fuck. Oh my God. He's talking about how. Okay. He's talking about the Ministry of Information. Like he's being canceled. Motherfucker, you on Tucker Carlson. You're not being canceled, motherfucker. You have a YouTube channel where you have, what was it, 500,000 subscribers? You're not being canceled, motherfucker. People are criticizing you. You're not above criticism, Jimmy. You're fucking not above criticism. And Jimmy Dore has actually made videos talking about, not only he's talking about this video right here, where he's on, but he's also made a video, see the mainstream media is actually fucking, they're canceling me because I went on Tucker Carlson. On his YouTube channel, where he's talking about he was on the #1 rated fucking TV show or the #1 rated television show on fucking news. But he's being canceled. He's being silenced. And it's not a good look that you bringing up Andrew Cuomo. Like, it's not a good look, dog. I think you may need to actually reevaluate that. But, yeah. Fuck, let's continue.
governor who's going to get an Emmy for his COVID handling. By the way, turns out he was completely corrupt, gave immunity to people again because of money who were actually complicit in killing people in nursing homes. And then he covered up the numbers. That was complete misinformation. And this is the guy that the liberal press wants to exalt as some kind of anti-Trump. No, he turned out he was just the biggest misinformer as anybody, and he's still doing it.
Whoa. Hey, okay. So, I know it's a little bit late in the show, but we're going to do a special word today. We're going to do a secret word. If you are old enough to remember Pee-wee's Playhouse, we're going to do a secret word today. And it's going to be, whataboutism! Whenever you hear whataboutism, you scream and shout like, yay! Yeah, whataboutism. So, what about the fact that Trump, who you barely criticize, who said, it's going to clear up in the summer. It's not a real big deal. Like, people, it's a Democratic trick. It's going to be over, and it's going to disappear the day after the election, and you can inject bleach. Like, wow, fuck. Wow. Fuck. Let's continue.
So, guess what? And so they're distracting us because they don't want us to see that we live in a failed state, Tucker. This is a failed state. Other countries are not doing to their people what we are doing to our people during COVID. Every other country is making sure their workers, if they shut their business down, gets their wages paid. That's Canada has been getting a $2,000 UBI since COVID started. Plus, they already have health care. People in the United States do not know that this is the only country handling it this way. We are punishing our own.
You know what? That is true. The fucking I don't know what it's a boot, but in Canada they are doing a UBI. Fuck yes, but the thing about Canada, the thing about Canada is that they don't have American exceptionalism. They're rugged people, but when it comes down to it, they're like, oh yeah, we're in this together. So let's Jimmy Dore it's got to be one of the most brain dead ass leftists that I like. Him and Breonna Joy Gray, and I fucking hate that my daughter's name is Brianna, named her after me. But dude, it's not just that. It's not that Jimmy Dore is actually trying to fight to change the way people actually think, so it can be more receptive to some of these programs that he claims to actually want. He is falling into the trap of no, just give it to us. No, it's just give it to us. For real, dog. Fucking for real. Okay. We only have a few more moments of this shit. Let's go. And notice that Tucker Carlson doesn't have to do shit. He just winds Jimmy up like the useful little motherfucking toy soldier that he is and let him go. But let's continue.
People, and nobody can give me an answer. We are fighting over a one-time $2,000 check, not a weekly, not a monthly, not a one-time $2,000 check, as if rent only happens once every year instead of it happening monthly. So we are living in a failed state. So when Donald Trump got elected, they wanted to talk about Russia and Vladimir Putin instead of the reason why Donald Trump got elected was because the government had abandoned working people and it turned its back on them in favor of globalism and outsourcing all their jobs. And then when an economy does tank, they take care of Wall Street and they screw everybody else. And that's exactly, as a matter of policy, that's what they're doing with COVID.
Oh, God. This is what Tucker Carlson loves. Somebody who is on the left, just sit back and just shit on the Democratic Party. Notice he didn't say that Trump actually helped exacerbate the problems with neoliberal because neoliberal. But he's just no, The Democrats solves a problem that Trump got elected, and just like, yeah, well, it's the Democrats' fault, and for no other reason, nobody else was complicit in it. The workers are being screwed. Almost as if we've had 40 fucking years of workers being screwed. Almost 50 of workers being screwed over. But no, it was just the Democrats. Yeah, it was just the Democrats. According to Jimmy Dore. But let's continue.
When they shut down everybody's business who has a restaurant or a gym or a bar, and they shut them down and they have no relief for those people, they have decided that effectively as a policy, they're going to kill a third of the economy with no plan to help those people. And so we had protests all through the summer by black people, and what did they get for it? Nothing. And then we have white people also protesting. What did they get for it? Nothing.
Fuck, did he just compare? Okay. Wow. You had protests by militia, the white people. What did they want? The opportunity to go back and work themselves to death in a fucking capitalist society. And I know, people were out of work, and I'm fortunate enough to work from home, even though it's a shit job. I still work from home, with my wages reduced because the job that I does depends on commission. So not a lot of people actually have money. I can't really actually sell as much shit. So I fucking get it. Like, in the end, like, we all have been financially hurt, and that's fine. Black people protested to stop being shot in the fucking street for no fucking reason. That's what the difference is, Jimmy. Oh my God. You really want to talk about this? Like, fuck. You want to talk about... Oh my God. Okay. Granted, the neoliberal mindset is 40, almost 50 fucking years old. Started in the 1970s. Black people have been criminalized since the founding of this fucking country. So excuse me if one takes a little bit more time to fucking de-root. But I guess Jimmy is somebody who think, you know what, fuck, because he's defended the fucking Capitol Hill riots. Jimmy Dore has defended the riots because it was the Democrats' fault. Fuck. As much as he shits on the Democratic Party, why does he call himself a progressive? But let's continue.
They can't even get them a check, but they did impeach a guy who wasn't even president anymore. That was amazing. They could snap their fingers and do an impeachment, and we're still waiting for COVID relief.
Jimmy. Fuck Jimmy. The insurrection happened on January the 6th, which was like a Tuesday. They sent the articles of impeachment over to the Senate. They were working on them over the weekend, and they sent them the fucking next Monday, while Trump was still president. Your precious Republicans, who can do no fucking wrong, was the ones that actually held out the impeachment trial. Which, if they would have gotten it done it on the fucking 10th or the 11th, it would have been over in 4 days. Literally. The impeachment trial was worth 4 days. 4 days worth of work. But while he's sitting back and bitching and moaning that all the fucking Democrats are this, Tucker Carlson is loving this shit. All you Jimmy Dore fans that get in my comment section talking about how Jimmy Dore is right and Jimmy Dore has a plan. Explain this shit to me. Explain this shit to me. Let's make sure we have the last little bit of this. Let's go.
And they named a post office today in the House of Representatives. It's the only vote they took. Amazing. Jimmy Dore, thank you for connecting those dots. I appreciate it.
Fuck, of course he appreciates his shit. Because he knows for fucking 5 minutes, if he lets Jimmy Dore just do his thing, if he lets him just do his thing, there he goes. He has it. This is the stupidest shit that I've ever seen. People actually believe that Jimmy Dore is somebody who is on the left. And you know what? You keep hearing it, and you heard it all throughout the fucking 2020 election. And even the 2016 election. Jimmy Dore just wants to start his own party where he probably feels that he's a new Teddy Roosevelt, like the big fucking stick carrying motherfucker. He's gonna have his bullshit party. I mean Bullworth. Bullshit party. Dude, fuck Jimmy Dore. Fuck Jimmy Dore. For real. Yeah, you're right, he'll say. Like it's just a smugness of just like, haha, got him. Fucking got him. Like, and this is like, I don't, like, goddamn, it's okay to criticize. It is okay to address injustice that you feel about any political thing. But when you're just actually talking about how the Democrats are shit and you're just leaving the Republicans to be, like, go uncriticized, that, it's at a point where it's just like, how? Fucking how? Man, I don't know. I don't fucking know. But anyway, guys, this is gonna give me some fucked up ass comments. I know it is. But I do it for you guys. The courage of you guys actually watching and enjoying the videos, I do it for you. So if you can, please like and subscribe and share this video. Oh, God damn it. I just don't know. By the way, hit that notification bell, and if you want to actually help out, if you can actually look up top my Streamlabs link and below the description. Like, do people, fuck. Anyway, guys, so I don't know. I don't know. Like, fuck Jimmy Dore. This constant need to fucking just, oh God, fuck Jimmy Dore. So, I just can't get over the fact that you get some people that, like, this whole idea of just this binary way of thinking and this exclusion to actually maybe there are more than just two opinions. Like, it gets to that whole, like, well, Democrats bad, Republicans good, or Republicans bad, Democrats good. And it's just like, we see that shit. Like, you can think outside of binaries. And you know what? I'm about to call an audible. I know I normally don't do this, but I'm about to actually call an audible with this. So because I'm seeing this pop up more and more in where's that article? Who actually did it? Hmm. Um. What is that article? Because I know it was just an article that a lot of people actually are coming out about. Where it was just an article that came out. Um, where was it? No, let me see if I can actually find it because I was just watching it. Hold on, guys. Let me look at my history for it. No. What was it? Was it today that I was watching it? Um, I know. Let's look. Yeah, I'm looking for it. I'm actually trying to cite that article. Um, okay. All right. I think I found it. All right. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right. I'm almost found it, guys. So, all right. So let's go over this quick article. All right. And I'm just waiting for my screen to actually unfreeze. It's the fucking Guardian. Okay, okay. I think I'm gonna get like ad blocker, like, cause like this shit is just. All right. I'm just bringing it up. This is the reason why I try to get my articles actually together before I actually do it. Um, let's see. Let's go to Scientific Daily. All right, so here we go. Researchers have mapped the underlying psychological nature for people who are predisposed to holding extreme social, political, or religious attitudes and support violence in the name of the ideologist. Ideology. Wow, shit. A new study suggests it. Let me actually just bring this shit up. Um, F11. And no, it's still too small. Um, a new study suggests that a particular mix of personality traits and unconscious cognition. The way our brains take basic information is a strong predictor for extremist views across the range of belief, including nationalism and religious fervor. Right wing. Okay, these mental characteristics include poor working memory and slower particular wow. Oh wow, I fuck up that word. And unconscious processing of changing stimuli, such as shape and color, as well as tendencies toward impulsivity and seeking and sensation seeking. In other words, when you're more inclined to think of, and I know this is fucking pop psychiatry, but when you're more inclined to be an extremist, your memory doesn't work as well. Also, you can't think on your feet. You're not quite you're not quite as quick to just come up with shit. So that's why you see a lot of these fucking right wingers, especially on YouTube, when they try to make fucking videos like response videos, they're like, duh, stupid, duh, duh, duh. Like, fuck, like, shit, man. How? Okay, I'm just being bad. I'm actually just being condescending. But the combination of cognitive and emotional attributes predicts the endorsement of violence in support of a person's ideological group, according to findings published in the Psychological Transcriptions of the Royal Society B. The study also maps the psychological signatures that underpin fierce political conservatism as well as dogmatism, people who have a fixed worldview and are resistant to evidence. Now, not that they're trying to shit on conservatives, but they're shitting on conservatives. What they're literally saying is that if you're politically conservative, then you have these underlying things. It's just like, oh, and I don't know if it's a chicken versus an egg shit, but it's just like, well, I believe this, so I'm going to be fervent in my defense of this position because I believe this, or is it that they're fervent in the idea of defending a position so they believe in shit that's actually the simplest thing to actually fucking hold on to? But fuck, let's continue. Psychologists found that conservatism is linked to cognitive caution, slow and accurate unconscious decision making compared to fast and imprecise particular strategies found in more liberal minds. So, in other words, when you're more liberal, you can actually think about shit a little bit quicker. You can be quicker on the upkeep. But when you're conservatives, you're slow with decision making. So, brains are more dogmatic people are slower to process particular evidence, but they're more impulsive personality wise. So they're slower to actually bring in the evidence, but they're quick to fucking jump to shit. Like, wow, okay, cool. That kind of talks about my conversation with Lord of Patriarchy. Fuck. Anyway, let's go. The mental signature for extremists across the board is a blend of conservative and dogmatic personalities. Fuck. This also kind of talks about tankies. Anyway, researchers from the University of Cambridge says that while still in the early stages, this research can help better identify and support people most vulnerable to radicalization across the political and religious spectrum. Approaches to radicalization policies mainly rely on basic demographic information such as age, race, and gender. By adding cognitive and personality assessments, the psychologists created a statistical model that is between 4 and 15 times more powerful at predicting ideological worldviews than demographics alone. In other words, it's not all white people. It's not all straight people. It's not like, no. When you actually have a when you add this element of cognitions to who would be more extreme, it's actually 4 to 15 times more likely. Because yes, I've actually dealt and talked with people in my own community who are like, they're extremists. Now, because they don't hold on to the certain, superiority views, that doesn't mean that they're not extremists. But I digress. I'm interested in a role that the hidden cognitive functions may play in sculpting ideological thinking, said Dr. Leor Zimrod. Okay, I fucked up that man's name. Lead author from Cambridge Department of Psychology. Many people will know those in their communities who have become radicalized or adopted increasingly extreme political views, whether on the left or the right, because both sides are balanced. Fuck. Oh, hey. God damn it. Oh, God. This does describe Jimmy Dore. Fuck. All right, let's go. We want to know what particular individuals are more susceptible by examining hot emotional cognition along with the cold unconscious cognition of basic information processing. We can see that a psychological signature for those at risk in engaging with ideology in an extreme way, Zimrod said. Subtle difficulties with complex mental processing may subconsciously push people toward extreme doctrines that provide cleaner and more defined explanations of the world, making them more susceptible to toxic forms of dogmatic and authoritarian ideologies. So in other words, if people can't process the information or process complex information, they default to 1 + 1 = 2. And it's easy for you to manipulate those people because, in other words, they don't want to think about complex problems. So they leave those complex thinking for someone else. And it's fucking dangerous. This is fucking dangerous. But let's continue. I don't know how much more of this article we're going to actually read, but let's go. The research is published as part of a special issue of Royal Society journals described as The Political Brain, compiled and co-edited by Zimrod. In the latest in a series of studies by Zimrod investigating the relationship between ideology and cognition, she previously published findings on links between cognitive inflexibility and a religious extremist willing to self-sacrifice for a cause and vote for Brexit. This does wrap right around to Brexit. In a 2019 study by Zimrod showed that this cognitive inflexibility is found in those with extreme attitudes on both the far right and the far left of the political divide. Fucking horseshoe theory. I fucking hate this. Anyway, the latest research builds on the work of Stanford University, in which hundreds of study participants performed 37 different cognitive tasks and took 22 different personality surveys in 2016 and 2017. Zimrod and colleagues, including Cambridge psychologist Professor Trevor Robbins, concluded a series of follow-up tests in 2018 on 334 of the original participants using a further 16 studies to determine attributes and strength of feeling towards various ideologies. Political conservatism and nationalism was related to caution and unconscious decision making, as well as temporary discounting, where when rewards were seen to lose values if delayed, and slightly reduced strategic information processing on the cognitive domain. Personality traits for conservatism and nationalism, including greater goal-directedness, impulsivity, and reward sensitivity, and reduction in social risk-taking. Demographics, alone had a predictive power of less than 8 for these ideology, but adding the psychological signature boosted it up to 32.5. Dogmatism was linked to reduced speed of I fuck up this word. Evidence accumulation and reduced social risk taking and agreeableness, but heightened impulsivity and ethical risk taking in the personality dominant. Religiosity was cognitively similar to conservatism, but with higher levels of agreeableness and risk perception. So, all of this is actually saying, and I'm not going to read this whole thing, all this is saying is like, when you get down to it, people who aren't fast on the uptake, they want to go to simple shit. And, like, especially that last part was like, they just want to be agreed with. I guess this feeds into the whole conservative thing of just like, feeling that if somebody doesn't agree with them, it's cancel culture. Wow, this I look forward to seeing more on this study. Like it is definitely something that I will look forward to actually watching and actually seeing, and it seems fucking interesting. And wow, shit. I don't know what else to say. So it's literally saying if you're a conservative, not that you're not smart, but you can't come up with evidence, can't take in evidence, and your brain actually shuts down evidence. Wow, fuck. I don't know what else to say. Wow. If you want more hard-hitting, biting commentary, please hit that like and subscribe button, and like just yeah, fuck. Oh God. And hit that notification bell. And if you want to actually help out the channel, the link is up top. Crimson, the Streamlabs.com, Crimson 6060, and in the description if you can actually help support the channel. Wow. Okay, guys. So. I am gonna let you guys go for the night. It's been interesting. It's been fucking interesting night. I want to thank everybody who's watched, and if you're watching this in the playback, let's actually have that conversation quickly. I want to actually say this, and I don't know if I have said this, but the reason why I actually do the videos this way, like I actually do it, because one, I know it's hard for me to sit through a 2-hour video. So if you have a 2-hour video, unless I'm actually catching it live, the playback, I'm not gonna watch a fucking 3-hour playback. But I also try to make sure that I'm playing the YouTube algorithm. If the quartering can do it, I can fucking do it too. And I think I'm smarter than the quartering. But yeah, and plus I don't want to keep most of the people actually have lives where I don't want to keep them up too late, even if it's doing shit like gaming. So anyway, I want to thank everybody who sit back and watch and enjoy the video today. If you can, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. Definitely. I want to thank all of my subscribers, everybody who's actually helped the channel out for so far. If you can, guys, share it. I know I post shit on Reddit. If you can tweet it out, if you still use that dumpster fire or Twitter, or even put it on your Facebook to like share it, it really helps out the channel. Or whatever you use social media. If you're gonna like, you can share my shit. It would be great. It will be helpful. And definitely, I want to thank everybody. And yeah, good night, Kat. Kat, are you streaming tomorrow? I'm just waiting for the chat to catch up. And if she is streaming tomorrow, check out her channel. If she's not, I'm probably gonna be streaming tomorrow. But yeah, like, fuck, guys, like, wow. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna keep pushing because one, it's fun making fun of like stupid people. Um, I kind of almost feel bad because like I may be picking on people that they just I may be picking on people that may have a different different neurotypical thing, but it's like fuck. Okay, okay. But anyway, I want to thank everybody who's watched, and you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Peace.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah, they're probably afraid of that because then people don't hate each other, and people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but.
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
Levels them.
Pretty soon it's all gone.
Is that what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.